Hello everyone, welcome back to business communication class. Today we are dealing with the third unit, that is basic correspondence. My dear students, till our previous video we have discussed about the business communication, its types and its objectives, do's, do nots, rules, concise message, etc. So let us start with this video, with this class, a third unit, that is basic correspondence. So, what is the basic correspondence? What do you mean by the correspondence? So, here the introduction of correspondence is it is an incidental to a trading transaction. It may be considerably simplified by trading the transaction stage by stage from the original inquiry for the terms and prices to the final settlement according to Hume and Bilates. What does it mean? It means in relation to business, a basic correspondence involves a drafting the messages, writing the messages, letters of enquiries, quotations, complaints, adjustment letters, sales letters, good news as well as bad news letters, etc. That we are going to discuss in the third unit. Okay. So the next one is here routine matter. What do you mean by the routine matters? So in a business, it relates to a writing of in brief messages which inquiries for the terms and conditions, availability of the facilities, furnishing of details of the business terms, prices and concessions. It means totally in related to business. Routine messages, what they need, what they have, what they required, about the quotations, about the price, quality, quantity, etc. So in routine matters, the first one is messages, and the second one is request, and the third one is replies. So let us discuss the messages first. Messages, this message is not a general message, what we all know. Okay, so we usually send a message to our friends and family, but these messages, business messages, are different. So the messages may be positive, it may be negative, on and the goodwill messages and persuasive messages. So let us discuss these messages in brief. So routine messages are those which provide the information about the uh, where, what, when, and who, why, and how of a daily happenings in the workplace. It may be related to order, confirmation, contract terms and conditions, service update letters, dispatching the letters, and follow up letters, and the goodwill messages to the customers. So here these can be adopted in case of databases and mail merge technique. So this is found to be very efficient and economical. Which one is mail messages? Okay, the official has to review the messages according to their convenience in a meeting legal requirements. Okay, so here they should deliver the most important information uh, because they are designed, they are written for quick look by the reader's eyes. Okay, by the reader's angle. Therefore the communicator must capture the attention and inform the crucial information. So this is regarding the message. So message may be who is writing. It routine messages will what, which provides the information about to whom we are writing, when we are writing, what we are writing, where we are writing, okay, where we have to write, and why we are writing, and the how of a daily happenings in the work. Okay, it may be related to anything. It mean anything means in the business, confirmation, contract terms, sales, dispatches, follow letters, satisfaction survey, anything it may be. So the goodwill messages to customers who have provided the feedback, okay, about the services and products. So here there are four types of messages: positive messages and negative messages, goodwill messages and persuasive messages. What do you mean by the positive messages? So these are the messages which communicate, which provides a good news, acceptance, or congratulations in the workplace. For example, assume that you have written a letter. You have written a letter for purchasing of 100 chairs. Assume it's an example. So if a receiver accept it, okay, with a concession price, then it will be a positive message. If we accept with the concession prices, it will be positive message. And the negative messages are those which is rejected, which rejected by the receiver. It may be you can take applications also, job applications also, not only those sales and purchase letters. Here you can consider the job applications also, promotion request also, okay, and firing by the superior, okay. So here what happens, these messages are related to rejected messages of job applications, promotion requests, a request, a poor evaluation, okay, like this. So these need to be communicated every day in the workplace. These can be delivered into a distinct way through the direct and indirect method. Okay, so the next one is goodwill messages. What do you mean by the goodwill messages? These are, it shows a sense of kindness and friendliness. These offer a positive and kind thoughts by the customers which is related to the business. If it means when you take the feedback from the customers about your business, about your product, okay, it these offers a positive and kind thoughts. If they accept it, if they are happy with that product, so goodwill. So goodwill, it says a company's or the product goodwill. What is the persuasive messages? So here this messages, it make a person to act in a desired way and respond positively. So what happens here, these messages which is applied in marketing activities, which these messages are adopted, which is attempt where the attempt is made to educate, promote, and inform the customers about a product or service. For example, assume that you have opened or you have produced a new product in the market, so that you want to create awareness about the product, and you want to tell how it is good from other product, what's the benefit of it. You want to create awareness, and you want to give them a offers also. So how you are going to convince the customers, how you are going to educate the customers about your product, how you are going to promote, this is what persuasive messages. How you are going to inform about your product to the customers. So this is about the persuasive messages. So these are also used in television and online advertising messages. For example, you can take a me show now, online business, okay. Now every day new one or the other new applications and new apps and new online marketing is coming. So it is used especially in online advertising online advertising and television, okay, for messages which truly becomes a persuasive. Professional must learn to listen to their audience, okay. So that is what called as a persuasive messages. So I hope you understand this, what is the positive message, negative message, goodwill message, persuasive message, okay. So here the positive message means acceptance, which provide the good news or a congratulations in the workplace. For example, example I have already given. Once again I'll give you the example. We are awarding you the employee of the month, we are awarding you as a good student of the year, okay. It's a good message, it's a positive message. We are awarding you the best student of the college this year. This is good message, okay. And the negative one is what, it's opposite. Rejection, rejected, job application rejected, promotion rejected, and then any requirement of the employees to be rejected. So here for example, we appreciate all your efforts, okay. Negative policy is what, it changes are not accepted. very well by the employees. So it is always very difficult to deliver the negative messages to the employees in the workplace. Okay, there are some specific strategies that can be help to determine the most polite and professional and appropriate manner to deliver the bad news. This is also negative is also called as a bad news in a business. Okay, so I hope you understand the topic. And the next one is a request. What do you mean by the request? What is an request? Okay, how it is to be written. Here the request is what always generally we know what is a request is that we know. Okay, so here before we go to the request, let us simply just we discuss uh, what are the steps in writing the business messages we discussed. Okay, what are the steps over there? Okay, the first step is writing the purpose, analyzing the audience. The second one, I think we have discussed the same point in the second in the first module itself. And the selection of ideas, collection of data, and outlining and organizing the message. What is the first one? Purpose, writing the purpose of message, analyzing the audience, and the third one is selection of ideas, and the fourth one is collection of facts and figures related to ideas, and the last one is organizing the message. So the first, as you know, purpose. What is the purpose of writing the message? It's very important here. The purpose may be either general or specific in nature, so we have to write the purpose first. In case of general purpose, the main focus is to be make collaboration or provide the information to the audience. Moreover, in general nature of the purpose of message, the control over message and participation of the audience is also limited. Okay, so the next one is audience, understanding the level of the receiver message, the relationship of the presenter, the accepted reaction of the receiver, size and composition of the auditor. And the next one is selection of ideas. Here main ideas that highlighted will be included in the final message. If the message is in the form of letter, then the main points are to be mentioned. Okay, so the document of the organization should be considered, input of the audience, etc, etc. The last one is the facts and collection of facts and figures. It's very essential, it is very necessary. Collection of materials relating to the selected ideas. And the last one is outlining, organizing of the messages. So whatever we have collected, whoever we are our audience, by considering these all things, the last step is organizing the message, means writing the message, final drafting the message. It helps in putting the favorable efforts on the receiver. Okay, so I hope you understand this. And the next one is a request, that is requesting for sending the quality, quantity, variety, price, delivery time, etc. A business concern has to plan its purchase, hence it needs to complete the information regarding the type, quality, variety, price, delivery time, etc. of the goods to be bought. So in addition, it also needs the information relating to terms and conditions of sales. So regarding this, we will discuss in our next video. I hope you understand this topic. It's very simple. You understand. I hope you understand this topic. And inquiry, that is request and inquiry, both are same. Henceforth, our letter writing will start. Request letters or inquiry letters. And that we will start in our next session, in the next video. For this one is this third unit is related to all letters like request letters and reply letters, attachments, and the bad and good news letters. Okay, like this all letters are there. So business letters are there, that we are going to discuss in the third module, my dear students. And regarding this request and inquiry letter, which what types of inquiries and hints of writing the inquiry letters, we'll discuss in our next session. Thank you.